Mix famo wood, okay? I will. So hello everybody. Good night, baby. I love you too. Sorry, my little guy's going to bed. I just needed to make sure that this is going live, and it looks like it is. I am going to get on my page on my phone so I can watch for and read messages. So the other day I did a project with you guys where I did a tree. And I need to turn this volume down. There we go. There we go. Good deal. So I did a tree the other day with you guys, and now I just want to show it finished. This is the project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this with some epoxy, and I don't think it's going to run over. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to turn it down so you guys can, the camera, so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to start another project. Hi, Miss Diane. Hi, Chris Shannon. Good to see you too, babes. So I've been mixing some famo wood glaze coat. It's this stuff right here. And you have to mix it for 6 minutes. And then you gotta pour it into another cup and stir it for another 6 minutes. Okay? And while I was trying to get myself on the video, it got really warm because it gets really hot really fast. So, hi there, Chris. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Oh, look, we got 2 Chris's. And hi, guys. Welcome to the group. So what I'm going to do is, this is all stirred up and good to go. I don't really need to do anything to it, but I'm going to turn the camera down because what I want to do, who don't like glitter, right? So I'm going to throw a little glitter in it, just because I want to add a little glitter, okay? So, I have these little glitter things that I got when we purchased our, some soap, products to make soap with. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this because I think it'll look pretty cool in the famo wood. And I don't really need to add too much, but just enough to make it a little bit glittery. So now that that's in there, I'll just stir it real good for a few minutes. It's already getting pretty warm. You really can't let this sit. Once you mix, you really need to pour it. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to move the camera down. Hi, Paula. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Miss Teresa. Thanks, Teresa. All right, I'm going to point it down so you can see what I'm doing with the pour, okay? This is so easy to do. So many people are nervous about using famo wood, and I really don't want you guys to be nervous about using famo wood because it's so easy peasy. You just have to mix it like it says. 6 minutes, dump it in a new cup, another 6 minutes, boom, you're ready to go. So I'm going to point it down so you can see. Oops, it said I had poor signal. We don't like poor signals, do we? Okay. I think I might be able to get that to stay. Oh. Felicia, will you tighten that right there? The top. Alright. Is it tighten? Yeah. Alright. Can you guys see that? I think you can see that, right? Okay. It froze up for a second. Looks like it's back up. Alright, can you see it? Alright, good. I gotta pour this because it's like really getting hot. For me to hold it, it gets super duper 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 hot. And you really don't want it to get super duper hot in your fingers, right? So, I'm literally just trying to pour it just enough to fill these holes on here. Ooh, it's burning my finger. So hot. That's because I talk too much. No, actually, I was still trying to figure out how to get the live video going because Facebook makes it really super hard to figure out how to go live sometimes. One day you can do it this way and the next day you can't. So here we go. So we're filling in all these holes and I can literally feel heat coming off of this, okay? That's what Famo wood does. It seals it really super good, but it gets really super hot too, okay? So that's why you want to really mix it as fast as, you know, like 12 minutes like it tells you to, and then get stuff moving. Now I can take just a regular chippy brush, and I'm just going to move it around, right? Because it's good enough, I can move it around. And I got this up on a couple of cups, so I'm going to hold it here just to make sure that it don't go anywhere, because that would just be a mess, right? Fall off the table. What a mess. So, move it down into here where I didn't get any. You make sure it's all getting filled in and covered up, right? And it's pretty forgiving. It's actually very self-leveling stuff, so it's pretty awesome. I love working with Famo wood. I never have any problems working with Famo wood. I use it on a lot of my products. And you know, these might not fill up and be completely full, but I'm okay with that. I wanted to just make sure that I got a good, nice coat so it's shiny. And I don't have to do a different top coat on it because this is going to totally seal it. And I won't really have to worry about any, you know, dust or ooky stuff getting in there, right? So nobody likes ooky stuff. And when you got 6 dogs, that kind of happens, right? So, Phil, do you know how to mix that Famo wood, honey?
No.
You just do it in 1 cup, all of it in 1 cup. And then and I put the box right over here. So just do all of it in 1 cup for 6 minutes. Set your timer on your phone for 6 minutes. And then when the 6 minutes are up, you got to dump in it a 2nd cup.
Okay, where are your cups?
Yeah. You can use this one. You can use that one and this one. Both of those. All right. See how fast it's starting to cure, right? You got to work kind of fast when you're only doing like little bits like this. It's still going to self-level. And as soon as I get the torch out, this will settle down. Even where it looks kind of chunky monkey right now. See how sticky it's starting to look? This will be okay. All right, I'll show you. I'll show you what's fixing to happen. Move it all up into this corner where I've been holding it. Okay. You generally want to make sure, too, that your project that you're working on is level. Mine's probably not so level because I got it working on a work desk here, and I'm just not sure if it's level. I should have checked, but I wanted to get going with the video. So see how ooky that looks? It's because it's starting to cure already, which is fine. We're okay with it curing. I just got to make sure that every spot has some in it. That way it's shiny in every little spot. All right? 6 minutes still.
Okay, so just pour both of these in here?
Yep. Pour the part A in first, and then part B can go in second, okay?
Okay.
There you go.
And that one first?
Yeah, that one first and that one second. Okay. And just make sure you set your timer. Oh, Lordy. Will you go grab me the torch? It's in the front room from that sign I was making. All right, so I'm going to torch it now. I'm going to plug in this light too, I think. Because I want you to see what it looks like and what it's doing. Hope this doesn't blow a fuse. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm always blowing fuses in here. There we go. Hold your breath. Hope we don't blow a fuse. Alright, so you see how that looks? So now I'm just going to torch it. And it's really going to move this around, and it really makes the unicorn spit colors pop, right? So not only does it, if you can look and see how it is popping all the little bubbles that might be in there, right? You don't really want to keep it in one place too long because you see it will catch fire. But it does get all the bubbles out. Okay? Now see right here, I'm getting all the bubbles out. And this kind of warms it up just a little bit. So in a sec, I make sure all the bubbles are out. I'll be able to take that brush and I'll be able to get a little bit of movement again because it's hot. Okay? All right, see it's starting to move here. It's a little bit off the edge, which I'm good with that. I want to move it here because this didn't cover. And I will use the torch to melt it in these areas, warm it back up, and it will fix this. It will fix this. It's pretty forgiving. But I don't want any corners not covered or any spots not covered. So I'll go ahead and make sure that all my spots are covered, right? And I'm going to go ahead. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and just melt it again a little bit. Not really melting it, just kind of heat it up a little bit. And I heat it up, it helps it to move just a little. But it will take out all the bubbles. See where I just fixed this right here? And right here on that corner. It smoked a little bit right there. You really don't want to do that with it, but sometimes it happens if you get too close. Alright. It'll make it move just enough to where it will cover what you need it to cover if there's some areas that you might not have got some stuck. Now, sometimes I use sometimes you'll see, like sometimes you'll look and you might see a bubble that doesn't come to the surface. That would be one right there. It didn't come to the surface. Not sure why, but it didn't. So I don't want that bubble to stay. So I'm going to move it just enough. And then I'm going to warm that up again. See how hot and fast that's drying? Right? Ooh, so it got real sticky. See how stuck that got? That's a mess. That might have just messed it up, but let's see if I can fix it. Watch. There we go. I've had that happen before. This is not the first time that has happened. Because sometimes once it starts to settle, it settles and it's in there. But I would rather try to fix it than have a big ugly bubble. Okay? So I'm going to heat it up a little bit. And now it'll settle again. See how it's settling? So even though you don't, you kind of worry about what epoxy's going to do when you use it, afraid that it's not going to settle down and go where you want it to go, it actually does. You just sometimes have to play with it and learn how to use it. And it comes just trial and error, okay? All right, so what do you guys think? Looking pretty good, right? I'm going to bring you right back up to me so I can see your messages. What do you guys think? How's it looking? You like it? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Jill. Aw. Thanks, Jill. Hi, Rebecca. Chris Shannon. Hi there, Chris. Donna. Awesome. So glad to have you guys in here. If you guys don't care, do me a big humongous favor and share. Get this out to as many people as we can. That would be awesome. So I'm going to point it down again so you can see it. Let's see. Back it up just a little. And I really don't want to turn it. I want to leave it just like that. Looking pretty good, right? Awesome. All right, so that's that. I just wanted you guys to see me finish that up using some Fama wood. So you guys remember the rabbit box that I did also, right? The last time I did a live show, I was painting it. Thanks, Paula. this is the little rabbit box that I made. This is one of the kits that I have for the month of February. What do you mean I scare you with that torch? Diane, I'm a tough chick. And there's the top. Looks pretty good, right? So this was the box I painted the last show too, or the last time I went live. And then the insides. Right? Pretty cool, eh? So that's done. So now, I want to show you guys something else that I'm going to start working on tonight. And I can get most of it done. But probably not going to get all of it done. But you'll be able to see the end results later this week, okay? So, I got to unplug this light again. Phil, do me a fave. Will you take that cardboard on my desk and open it up on top of my machine so we can move this to my machine? And that way it's not in my way. Because Lord knows with it sitting here, I'm going to put it on the floor. Or I'll just end up flipping it over. You know how that works, right? As soon as you start working on something, if it's right next to you, you'll either drop a hair in it or a piece of dust or something, right? The unicorn behind me. Oh, Teresa, you're so perceptive. You're just going to have to wait and find out what that unicorn is. Do you think that'll fit on top of that without making a mess? Yeah. Here. Let's put this over. Oh, we're making noise now. Let's put this over there too on the edge of it, just so. I'll stir that. How much time do we got? So I'm stirring some more epoxy because I'm going to need it for the next project that I'm showing you guys next.
12 seconds.
Is that the first first 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you want, grab one of those big cups behind you. Huh? All right, grab one of them big cups behind you right there, and we can dump it in one of those because this is pretty cool. There you go. So I got my daughter out here. She's helping me. She's mixing up some more epoxy because we're going to do a second pour. So let me show you. I'll tell you all about that in a minute too, Miss Paula. All right, so we're doing the pour here, right? You guys can see this. So we did 6 minutes in this first cup, right? Now it goes in the second cup. Usually I wear gloves because I end up getting this all over me. And you want to make sure you scrape the insides when you transfer it because it might still have some stuff that's not mixed up. That's the whole purpose in mixing it for 6 minutes and then going to your second cup and mixing it for another 6 minutes, okay? It's like super duper important to mix it up exactly like the instructions tell you. That way there's no issues. Go ahead and mix this now if you don't mind for 6 minutes. That'd be great. There's gloves if you need them over there. Oh, okay, so back up to me. Sorry. Teresa says hi, Felicia. Okay, so you care to grab this gently and move it over there for me?
You care to hand it to me?
You got to grab the cups.
Okay.
Or if you want, grab 2 cups and I'll flip it over here. You want me to give you 2 cups?
Yeah.
I gotta find them. Does everybody know where everything in their shop is? Because I don't. I'm lucky I can find anything. Oh, they're underneath there. Can you see them? So I've got to move this out of my way down here real quick because I don't want to tip anything over. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back, okay? Let me just lift this up and move it. And I'm telling you what, it's got some heat coming off of it, see? Got some heat coming off that bad boy. Now see where I fixed it? You can't even see that I fixed it. Even though it looked like it was going to be an absolute disaster, it got fixed, right? I set it on those cups nice and level up there. That'd be great. Thanks, baby girl. All right, that's that. Okay, so I want to show you guys what I did. So does anybody go to a Habitat Restore? You guys got a Habitat Restore around you? Thanks, Diane. I did. Anybody have a Habitat Restore in their neighborhood? So let me show you what I did. I went to a Habitat Restore and I bought this, and it's pretty big, right? And it at one time had a door and probably was used for a cabinet of sorts in your kitchen, right? Well, let me show you what I did. And I'm going to work on one tonight for you a little bit so you can see. Oh, and if you want to see, I paid $4 for that. I know it's backwards, but I paid $4 for that, okay? So, let me show you what I did. I'm going to try to turn some of the lights off so you can kind of see it, but I've got these other big old lights in here, so you won't be able to see all of it, but close enough. So this is what I did. Can you see it? I gotta get way back here so you can see it, right? All right. It says believe. See? It says believe in there. Hi, Michelle Nicole. All right, so let me set it down for a second and I'll tell you what it does. I'll show you what it does. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you how I did it too. Whew. It's heavy. There's a lot of stuff on there. All right. So, let me unplug my phone or my tablet. And then, let me turn off the big light. Be right back. So, big lights are off, right? Now look. The black button on the back. There. You see it? It says believe. And this is just to hang on a wall. All right, you can turn it back on. Thank you. So, and I love it because it changes colors, right? So it's pretty awesome. I'm going to show you guys how to make it. I made it exactly out of that same cabinet door that I just showed you. The next one, though, I'm going to kind of revamp it just a little because on the back of this one, I actually just used some wood, right? This is how my back looks. Then there's the electrical components coming through and the lights. And I didn't close the door or glue the door or take off the hinges on it. I kind of wanted them to just still be there, right here, because this right here, I left them. Because if the lights ever burn out inside, I can still change the lights, right? Can you see the LED lights I put in here? Thank you, Paula. Okay, so I'm going to put this back down. And it gets a little heavy. All right, so step one, go to your Habitat Restore or Junkyard, buy one of these. See? Buy one of these, okay? And all I did was, I kind of showed you guys the other day how to do wood burning, right? So let me show you something, okay? I'm going to light up the torch again. Now, I love to burn wood, so I'm always burning the wood out here because I think it does a huge, and you know what? I didn't even wipe this down, okay? So I burn the wood because I love the texture and the better marks that you get when you burn the wood. Now this wood, I'm going to say, it's a cabinet door. It was never, it's probably been stained and all that. It's probably got all that gooky stuff on it, right? Well, I'm burning most of the gook off. And then I'm getting some cool looking marks on it. Okay? Like that. So that's how you burn it. Right? All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to stop right here. And then I'm going to show you how I painted the one that I'm working on, that I'm going to finish on with you today. So I'm going to throw some paint. What's Michelle's question? It is a plug-in, yes, Paula, without a battery. Yep, nope, it's an existing finish, Michelle. I didn't remove the finish. I didn't do anything to it. Nothing. As a matter of fact, on the first one that I showed you guys that's back here, this one, I actually sanded that one first. Okay. I actually sanded that one a little bit, and then I burned the wood, and then I sanded again, but I didn't do it on this one or the last one. So I've already made, like, this is going to be my third one. So what I'm going to do is so I did this. Oops, look at my funky hair. So I did some cool colors, and I'll show you how I did them on the, on this really quick. Let me put this down, okay? Actually, I think I've got to pour my epoxy because it's done mixing. So let me show you. We'll come back to the painting of the outside of it in just a second, okay?
You still need me?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
No problem.
So here's the second one that I'm making. And notice that the back of this one has plexiglass in it, right? So I get a bunch of old windows, and sometimes when they were broken back in the olden days, they ended up putting plexiglass in them. So I got some, and they had plexiglass in them, and I'm like, ooh, plexiglass. So what I did was I put plexiglass on this one, you can see, and I glued it, and I still have the tape on here, but I glued it first all the way around, and it's actually a two-piece plexiglass. So I glued it really super good here. I'm going to tell you that I love E6000. That's what I use. But for this, I actually used something else. And I'm thinking that that is now my other new go-to product because it really works super duper fast. And for the life of me, I can't remember. Oh, it's called Quick Hold, and it's made by E6000 too. So it's pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera down because I've got epoxy here that's ready to go, and I'm going to fill this. But I want to show you guys what I'm doing, okay? So give me a second. I'm going to back it up, and you're only going to kind of see part of it because, well, that's just kind of how things work, right? You can't ever get it to go where you want it to. Here we go. Hope my tablet stays there. All right. So, I got this. Probably should have had my tablet to the side or something so you could have saw better. But anyways, so what I got to do first, before I actually glue this down and do some epoxy in here, I've actually got to take the letters that I have. And what I did, I painted them yellow with yellow unicorn spit. I burned the wood first, and then I actually put some neon, it's UV paint on top of the yellow unicorn spit. And then I did all the shells and stuff in here. And I know exactly where all my words are going to go. And this one is going to say beach house. So now I can just put all my words in there around it, right? Perfect. And you can buy all these little things that I have, all these little trinkets and things that I have in here, there, you can buy all this stuff at, like, you know, the big box stores, right? The little things that look like bubbles, because I just thought they were super cool. The seashells and stuff that I have in here, I actually got those when I went to Hawaii when my daughter gave birth to my grandson. So I'm using some of the seashells from Hawaii in here. And then just some cut glass from a couple of different places. I just pick up stuff where I can, you know? I think everybody kind of does that. So, all right, so I got all the letters laid down. My A's upside down. You're so funny. Of course it is to you. Check your A. What? You guys are crazy. B, E, A, C, H. It looks upside down to you guys, but it's backwards because of the video, kids. It's perfect for me, okay? But it's backwards for you. But, all right. So you're saying this way? See? That's not the right way because I didn't paint the back. This way I don't have any errors when I lay stuff down and want to glue it. I know which side it's supposed to be up, right? I'll be giving me a hard time. I am on to ya. All right. And just for the sake of the video, I've got to use something that's pretty fast, and I can't find the other stuff that I want. So I am going to glue these down super duper fast so I can get my epoxy poured, because otherwise my epoxy is going to get super hot again, and then I won't get a lot of movement. And this stuff, it dries pretty fast. So this one is also going to get lights in it, just like the other one that I just showed you guys. Except the lights are going to actually come from the back rather than from on the inside. And it'll be a backlit rather than an internal lit, which I think will be super cool. So, you know, you're always trying to squeak the wheel, right? My grandson, he's done claimed one. He wants me to make one for him. So those set pretty fast, and then I can get my epoxy poured. And like I did with the other one, I used the first coat of epoxy on this one. I only did that because I wanted to set all the stones and stuff. I don't want anything to float to the top, okay? So I glued everything down first, and then I did a super thin coat of the epoxy, and I did use some of the Homebrew sparkling that I bought off Mary when Homebrew was, you know, it's now being made by Eclectic. So, but I bought some off Mary. So I actually put some Homebrew sparkling in my epoxy pour the first time just to give it that blue tint look in the back. Because I'm really not sure what my walls are going to be when we paint the house. And this may end up going up north where our other house is at. I'm not sure yet. But for now, I'm just trying to at least match it to my house here, right? So, because everything here is all nautical, or it will be. All right, so all I'm doing is gluing down the letters. Still, I've got 3 more to go, and then I'll just bring the camera up so you can look at me for a second, and I'll show you a couple of things that I've got going on. I've got a few surprises coming up, and I need these to stick, so let's put some. Normally I can hold them down for a good second, and they hold pretty darn good. See, these ones are already stuck. So You just don't want nothing to float up, so you got to make sure that you glue everything down. So how many people out there have used, I know some of you, I know most of you have used Unicorn Spit before. Is there anybody that's watching that has never used Unicorn Spit? Look at my sign from the other side before I pour. What is it? What is it, Brenda? What do you think is going on, girlfriend? A is upside down for sure. All right, look, guys, I'll turn it around in just a second. Let me glue my last letter on, and then I'll show you it's not upside down. It just looks that way because of the camera,